Oh, wow. Can I apologise, please? For being late. I actually didn't want to come. I'm joking. Here I am. Good evening. It's Wednesday night. It's night time with me, your Aunty Nelly. How are you all? Oh, yes. I sat there ready to go live and did not actually feed the problems through. So, so I had to run downstairs, turn the laptop on, get the filters, feed the problems through and send it to one of my 3 mobiles. And here it is now. So good evening, one and all. And thank you for joining me on tonight's live edition of Nighttime with Nelly. Over 18s only, as there will be talk of a sexual nature and strong language throughout. Okay, if anybody comments on your comments with gift prize giveaway, it is a scam. Please do not fall for it and get it reported. What happens on a Nighttime with Nelly? If you are new to my page, welcome. Please give me a like, a love and a share. And if you are new, my followers write into the page on a weekly basis and they'll either write in for Nighttime with Nelly, which are over 18s problems, or a Sunday service. They go into a little box and then I open the box, which I didn't have the box to open. That's why I've been running around like a lunatic. And then when I've opened the box, I read the problem out, and a problem shared is usually a problem solved. And we all do it together. Any advice I do give on tonight's live show is purely for entertainment purposes. Let me know where you're watching me from. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening. Give me that like, give me that love and give me that share. Who's excited to know that reviews are coming back on the page? Your Aunty Nelly's been reviewing, and as she got some exciting reviews in store for all you gorgeous flower pots who are now watching me. I can see some comments. Hello, Kate Clark. She says, I love this. Alan Reef says, I'm watching. Kirsty Thompson says, I'm watching from Sheffield. And Claire Clark says, I'm in Ashby. Oh, hello, 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 and welcome. So before I go any further, when I actually advertised tonight's, hello, Lisa Walker in Ontario. When I advertised tonight's Nighttime with Nelly, there was a lady who commented and said, oh God, what did she say? Where is she? Wait a minute, we will get going in a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, fuck, no, I'm watching myself. Christ on a bike. That's no good, is it? Right, here we are. She put, so it's the lovely Jennifer Mann. So if you're watching, it's a big shout out for you, my angel. I can't wait to watch you tonight because today I have started my new cancer treatment. My cancer has now spread and I really need cheering up. So if you are watching us, Jennifer Mann, I absolutely send you nothing but an abundance of love, my darling. And my inbox is always open whenever you need cheering up. Also, I have a new edition coming. Edition? I have a new edition coming to the page. Thank you for the hair comments. If you just didn't know I woke up this morning, Jesus Christ, like I've been electrocuted. Right, so I've got a new edition coming to the page, so watch out for that. It's going to be called something like, I don't know, but I'm excited. So I've been working on that most of the week. It's been quite triggering, I'll be honest. Joseph Jaramillo's on from Albuquerque. Good evening, Mr. Albuquerque. Or should I say, good morning. Jennifer Mann is watching, so let's all send an abundance of love to Jennifer. So I've got a new edition coming to the page. I've been working on it. I think it's going to work really well. I've worked with some absolutely fantastic relationship coaches in order to get these things correct and done correctly, and I've done some new columns for some different magazines, and I thought I'd start vlogging about it. So so watch out for that. Anyway, without further ado, shall we start tonight's Nighttime with Nelly? Shall we? Hello, Lindsay Baldwin, how are you? If anybody is sending me any stars this evening, biggest love to you. Thank you very much. As creators, I don't get paid to come live to you. I don't get paid on YouTube. None of my things can be monetized because I do swear words, okay? So people don't want to put adverts in between my videos. And people don't want to advertise their products with my work because they see me as some vulgar lady. And we all know that's not true, don't we? And so by you sending me 1 or 2 stars here on Facebook when I do go live, it really does help me buy a few things, like I say, when I buy and try, so you don't have to. And it just breaks the myth as well of people thinking that I'm sat in a big mansion in Cheshire, really, and I rent this little house up on this council estate as somewhere to just do me filming so I can be more relatable. No, I actually live in this house. I've lived here for 21 years and they'll probably carry me out in a fucking coffin. This is my actual house. So yeah, and I haven't got millions in bank, but if you look at my net worth on Google, wow! That's something I'm trying to manifest. Let's move on, shall we? Yes, we shall. Over 18s only, strong language and talk of a sexual nature throughout. And I've been talking far too long, so let's get on. Dear Aunty Nelly, everything that comes into the page is always anonymous, so you mustn't worry about that. And please keep sending me likes, loves and shares. Let me know where you're watching me from. Dear Aunty Nelly, I've recently started dating a new guy. And things are going well. We have started to become intimate. Oh, and to my surprise and shock, his penis is massive. Oh, nobody likes a show-off ear flower. I really enjoy fooling around and foreplay, but I keep putting off actually having penetrative sex. I have never had such a big dick inside me. Oh, I love it. Here we go. We're straight in. I guess my question is, will it stretch my vagina? I don't want my vagina to stretch so much that if we split up, dear God, and then I date a guy with an average sized dick, does that mean I won't be able to feel him because this dick will have stretched me? I look forward to your advice, thank you. Right, so she started courting, she right likes this fella, and they're doing a bit of, well, they're doing bits, aren't they? They're doing bits. And he's got a right big dick, and she thought, fuck me, pink, Jesus Christ. I mean, how big is it? Is it like, you can't get your gob round it, 2 hands? How big is it? When you say big, how big? So, what I'm going to say is, it doesn't matter how big someone's dick is, right? If you can get a baby out your vagina, if your vagina can actually, you know when they go, she's 10 centimetres dilated, 10 centimetres is fucking quite big, right? So the vagina is a muscle. It's a muscle. And no matter how many times you bash that muscle, it will always just go back to being a vagina. So I don't think it's going to be the same as like when you're a virgin, because obviously it's never been touched or played with, or do you know what I mean? But I wouldn't worry about having sex with a very large penis and then maybe something happens in that relationship and then you find another man and he's just average size, and then you'll not feel his penis because that penis has broken you. You can't break a vagina. You can't like stretch it and then it's stretched forever. Don't work like that, does it? It doesn't. So I hope that puts your mind at rest, because the vagina's not like a condom. You know, like when you've used a condom and then they've come in it and it's like, you can't like squeeze it all out, give it a wash and put it all back together. So, anyway, do not be having penetrative sex with this massive dick until you're ready. So I'd say lots and lots of foreplay, and don't be worrying too much about how massive the dick is. Otherwise, you're going to get dick fratized. You're going to be terrified of the dick. I mean, if he is that big, you could always let him go in quite flaccid. let him go in quite flaccid and feel him grow inside you. You might feel like, you know, you're in like a fucking vice. But yeah, I think that feeling of feeling fulfilled is quite nice. Moving on. Dear Aunty Nelly, I don't know what to do. Like, someone is blackmailing me with photos and text messages. I sent them and now they are threatening that they will post them on social media. I met this person on Tinder. Woo-hoo! Tinderella strikes it up one time. I do apologise. And we got on well, and quickly we both decided to come off the app and text daily. Do you know, when you do that, when you're both on Tinder and you're like, oh, I don't want to be on Tinder anymore, and then you delete Tinder, and then your mate tells you they're still on fucking Tinder. What about that? What about that? What about when you both delete Tinder and he's still on Tinder? Anyway, I'm not even on Tinder, so. Joseph says, oh my God, what a problem. Not for him, Joseph, not for him. Okay, so, all right, let's get back to fucking show, right? Okay, so we both deleted the apps and texted daily, and things soon got to sexting. Ooh. I felt so turned on by him that I did everything he asked me to do. Have I got a massive forehead tonight, like that you could play a fucking film off it? Like, if cinema tickets are shut, don't matter, you can use my forehead. Does my forehead look really fucking big? Because every time I'm looking at this new lens, I've got a new lens. I look like I've got like a massive fucking... You could play fucking volleyball off that. And I didn't even think I had such a big forehead. But I've actually got quite a big forehead, haven't I? Right, so anyway, they started... Fuck me, Jesus Christ. I did everything he asked me to do. Even, are you ready? Oh dear. Even DP, double penetration. But then my ex came round and apologised, so I ended it with my Tinder match. And that's when it all got nasty. This could just ruin my life. What should I do? Right, woo, rewind. Okay, so... She said, met this fella on Tinder. They've gone off to fucking Snapchat, which is like the new fucking iMessage for fuckboys, or WhatsApp or whatever, right? And she's like, right, fancies him, and's turned on by him. It's soon gone to sexting. You know, like when you say, oh, I'll message you after, I'm just having a shower. What, without me? It'll have been all that, won't it? Anyway, so it soon got to sexting, so now they're doing sexting. And then he's going, why don't you, like, shove two dildos up you, one up your ass and one up your fanny? And she's gone, oh yeah, all right then. And she's videoed it and sent it him. Then ex-boyfriend's come round and said, I'm really sorry. And she's gone, oh, all right then. So she's going back out with ex, don't know why. And then she's fucked Tinder match off, so he's gone, hang on a fucking minute. If you don't carry on going out with me, which they're not really going out because they're just pen pals, because they're just on WhatsApp, then I'll send all these messages and videos to social media and everybody will know that you like both holes filled at the same time. So what you do there is, this is a crime, okay, being blackmailed is a crime, but this is a crime called revenge porn. I actually did a Channel 4 documentary for it many years ago. My hair was horrific. Do not look for it. Dear God. I think it was, anyway, moving on. It's not about me, is it? It's not about me. Go to the police, tell the police. Go to the police and tell the police and say, listen, got into a bit of trouble, I'm done. I didn't mean to do it, but I did. I shoved two dildos up myself, one up my fanny and one up my arse. Washed them after, so don't be worried. What about dildos these days, though? They don't have fucking batteries, do they? I mean, you're having a right nice time, right? Having a right good time. And then it fucking dies. Oh, no, you can't just fucking go and get a fucking Duracell, can you? No, you've got to find a fucking US fucking B point now and wait fucking 3 bastard hours. I was thinking about that earlier today, actually. I'm just a bit old school, aren't I? I have a fucking box of Duracell there going free if any fucker wants it. I'm on USB. the way things are going in my life, should be on a fucking generator. Anyway, so go to police and tell police exactly what's going on, and then police will intervene because it's criminal, okay? And do not for one moment be embarrassed about sending a tit pic. I wouldn't personally ever send a photo of my vagina. It terrifies me. So I don't really want to be sending it to somebody that I'm trying to entice to have a sexual relationship with. Oh dear God, it looks like a vet's bin. Yeah, so so don't ever really, I don't think that a vagina is that attractive to be sending pictures of. We don't all look like they're doing porn films, do we? No, that's number one. And number two, yeah, don't be embarrassed about sending your fingering yourself or putting your hands down your knickers, or whatever you do in the comfort of your own home between you and that person should be between you and that person. And if they decide to break that trust that you had with that person, then there are things that can be done, okay, so you can prosecute. So yeah, there you go. I mean, I've never had an ex. I'm sweating now. I'm sweating. This is being a middle-aged menopausal lady. I've never had an ex come round and say I'm sorry and me go, all right then. It's never happened. Dear Aunty Nelly, okay, so when there is no foreplay. Oh, here we go, straight in. Do you know, a couple of weeks ago when I said I don't really need to know how long you've been together and how old you are and all that, as long as it's legal, and now nobody tells me fucking anything now. So when there is no foreplay, sex with my girlfriend is very perfect. Her vagina feels like heaven. Oh, and tight. And orgasms are very satisfying. And I don't have to work for them. Okay. When we do foreplay, as she really likes it, it's quite nice. She gets turned on so much that her vagina gets extremely wet. It gets that wet that I cannot feel myself inside her, and I find it hard to come. I once faked coming, but then she found out and she got upset and cried. I'm her first, so it's definitely not a case of overpopulation. I'm loving this message. And I googled it, and vaginas don't loosen up unless maybe after birth. Oh. So what do I do now? Just skip the kissing and orals and dive right in? Or I'm just not sure. I'm not sure how this message will sound, and advice would be much appreciated. And plus, I do genuinely want her to enjoy sex, so maybe I should do foreplay. What do you think? Oh, there's a lot of different things going on here tonight, isn't there? I mean, I haven't had any alcohol since 2019, and I'm just wondering if I should have actually brought, like, I don't even know what I drink anymore. Oh, so she's not overpopulated. You're a first. When you're having sex, but you've done loads of foreplay, so she's really, really, really turned on. She's like wet, because that vagina, like, it's got this, like, it's a bit like a car engine, really. It, like, self-lubricates itself. So she, like, gets right wet, because that's good. That's a nice compliment. And then when you're slipping your dick in, you can't really feel much, because you've either got a little dick or it's too wet. So, yeah. And you actually put in your message that you don't have to work for it. Well, what do you mean? What does that mean? Right. Okay. Your girlfriend likes foreplay, it turns her on, the vagina's nicely lubricated, which is lovely. Have you thought that maybe there are other sexual things we can do in the bedroom that does not involve penetrative sex? I wonder if you know that. I wonder if my audience actually know that you can actually do sex without actually doing sex. I can't do hand gestures, I'll get a 3-day ban. Do you remember when I did that thing? Like, I showed you that. Anyway, so why do you not, right, still have really nice, intimate time in bedroom with your girlfriend, but why don't you put your cock in her mouth? Somewhere where it's not as wet. I mean, not up her nose. Depends how small you are. Somebody wanted to put it in somebody's armpit the other week. But, yeah, why don't you like doing mutual masturbation? Why don't you do lots of foreplay that makes you orgasm without you actually having to do penetrative sex? And then sometimes when you do make love to your girlfriend and there's not as much foreplay, it's because you're doing different things, like different intimate things. So it's about, once again here, I think it sounds like maybe it's a new relationship, or the fact is that your girlfriend isn't very sexually experienced. So it's about getting to know each other's bodies, introducing each other to each other's bodies, because not everybody that you sleep with likes it like your last partner. So there'll be ways of touching her that she could maybe show you what she likes. You could show her what you like. Mutual masturbation, I think, when you first get together, is a really important thing in a relationship. I think it's a way of finding out how they like it, how you like it, how you like to be touched, you know, what your boundaries are. Do you like to be kissed passionately? Do you like a tongue in your mouth? Do you like being bit on the neck? Do you like your hair being pulled? You know, it's about finding out what works best for you in the bedroom. So I think the fact that she's really wet is a fucking plus. It's an absolute plus, because if she was dry, then it's not working, is it? So, do you know what I mean? And you can be rubbing away all fucking night on a dry cunt and it'll just fucking set a bushfire. You don't want that. That's not pretty. I'm hot again. I'm getting hot again. I had to stop last week's night time with Nelly. Do you remember? Because I went downhill right fast, didn't I? I went right poorly. And then, oh God, it were awful, weren't it? It feels like ages ago that. Anyway, moving on. Dear Aunty Nelly, are we enjoying tonight's night time with Nelly? Are we having a nice time? Who doesn't like all those things? Lol. Can you do a video of your skincare routine? I can, yes, I will. I'm on the floor, says Keely Donald. Oh, you should have waited till after the show, but whatever text you fancy. There will be lots of people who'll be writing into the page after this, showing me on big screen in front room with a bottle of wine and a takeaway. And that always terrifies me, because I'd be terrified if I saw my face in your front room. Yeah, so... Yeah, Catherine Brown says bushfire. So you got it, did you? Did you get it? Sometimes I do little jokes in my little live videos and not everybody gets them, but I do like it when people do. Yeah, because I am actually quite funny and entertaining. I'm that friend that people invite round for entertainment purposes. Dear Aunty Nelly, I have recently split with my girlfriend of 3 years after she found out I'd shagged my psycho ex. Oh, we've got a cheating cunt here. Cheating cunt of the week. She found this out because my psycho ex told her. I didn't deny it, but I have made the biggest mistake of my life and want her back. But she won't listen to me, and she stopped taking my calls and replying to messages. She says it's over and there's no going back. We were talking about marriage and kids, and now it's all gone. But if she gave me another chance, I know I'd never do anything like that again. It was just so stupid. I don't know why I even shagged my ex. Well, I do, because she was a right good shag. Drink was involved, and I found the lockdown hard. But I know there's really no excuse for what I did. Come on, Aunty Nelly. How do I win back the love of my life? Well... I mean, you've not really come to the right place when you're a dirty devil, little dick. You know what I mean? We don't really help people who are cheating cunts. But what I'm going to say is, she doesn't want you to contact her. She's saying there's no coming back, right? You've shagged your ex, fuck off. Off you fuck, there's the door. Hashtag bye Felicia, right? Fair enough. That's fine. You've broke her trust. You've cheated on her. You've been together 3 years. You were talking about marriage and kids, and all of a sudden, you've had a few fucking Carlsberg. You've seen your ex and you've shagged her up against wall at back at toilets. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. What I would think is, why did I do that? So, stop contacting your ex. Not the psycho ex, the nice ex. Stop contacting that ex, because you might end up with a restraining order. Yeah? And think about what it was that made you do that. Because, yeah, we can all have a drink and we can all do that drunk text or send that stupid Snapchat or whatever it may be in drink. We've all been there. We've all done it. Right. But what was it that made you want to shag your psycho ex? I'm only using your words there. Was your sexual relationship with your partner not that good? Was you wanting something, you know, was you craving after the good sex that you had with your ex, therefore your current sex wasn't fulfilling your needs? Because I really don't think we can blame this on alcohol. And I think, okay, you weren't thinking rationally, you had no clarity, you may have had too much to drink, maybe your psycho ex knew exactly what she was doing in order to be able to tell your now ex, and well, what you got up to, and she loved it, and maybe that were her revenge or whatever. But I think you need to have a look at why you actually cheated. And you may be thinking, well, I haven't really cheated, I only shagged her. It's not like I took her out for a meal. You cheated and you broke that trust, but you need to look back as to why. Did you have some sort of fear of commitment? Is it because you were talking about weddings and babies and you shit yourself a bit and thought, God, if I do that, then that's it? You know, what was it? I don't know your age. You don't say your age. But rather than keep contacting your now ex, I wouldn't have anything to do with the ex-ex who's a psycho. Leave that. I think kudos to you for not denying it, you know, because you could have done. You could have done a shaggy, couldn't you? You could have done a fucking shaggy and gone, it wasn't me. Wasn't me. It wasn't me. You know, being the fuck boy. All fuck boys do that, don't they? It wasn't me. Wasn't me. The older a shaggy, don't they? It weren't me. So yeah, but I think stop contacting your ex now, respect her, and have a think about what it was that made you do what you did. And if it was just absolutely plain stupidity, you'd had a drink and your dick were ruling your brain, do you know what? Suck it up, buttercup. That's the karma you pay. That's the price you pay. What's for you won't pass you. You're in this position now. There you go. There you go. Who have you got to blame? Nobody but your fucking self. Moving on. Dear Aunty Nelly, don't know how. Oh, don't know how. Oh. Don't know how to ask. Don't know who to ask. Who she means who. Don't know. I can't. I'm too hot. Indeed hot. Are you hot? I'm fucking hot, me. Don't know who to ask. Been married 25 years but divorced now from the love of my life. We split only because I put her through a lot with a life-threatening. We were married 10 years and I got a stoma. Oh, maybe it were a life-threatening disease, but that's not there. Okay. And I got a stoma and she had no problem with it, but lonely and would like to go with somebody else. But it puts me off meeting a new person because how do I have sex? How do you tell them that you have a stoma? Because I know that they will just think of it getting a blowjob and having a bag of shit on their head. I'm not laughing at anybody having a stoma. I'm really not. I'm not laughing at that. I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at having a bag of shit on your head. Fucking hell. Right, so anyway, please, how would you say, what would I say in the next relationship? Please, can you help me on a Wednesday, please? Thanks. Right, well, I don't know a lot. Don't know a lot about stomas, but I do know that, can you not, like, hide it? Can you not get, like, stoma bags? Can you not, like, not eat before sex? Can you not, like, put a fresh bag on so that it's not got shit in it? I don't really know much about stoma bags, but I'm sure you can get, like, covers. I think you can get covers. I weren't laughing at the fact that you've got a stoma. Absolutely not. Please, God, no. I was laughing at the fact that you said, I'm imagining a new woman giving me a blowjob and she's got a bag of shit on her head. That's what I was laughing at. Because that's just my adolescent schoolboy humour. My apologies. Number one, you can get something to cover it. I'm sure you can. Google it. Don't eat before you're planning to have sex. and put a fresh bag on if you have eaten. And then, do you know what? If you do find a lovely lady who you do want to have a relationship with, and then you want to take that... Somebody said my husband has a stoma. Did somebody say my husband... Yeah, Chrissy Chadwick says my husband has a stoma. It doesn't stop us. There you go. So, when you do meet a lovely lady and you get talking and, you know, you find out stuff about each other, then, you know, you'll just say, oh, I had an operation, blah, 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 this happened. And then that's that. And they'll fall in love with you, for you. And it won't matter. It won't matter. It doesn't matter. I mean, there's people who, like, have no legs and no arms. And I've always wondered if I could ever go out with anybody who's not got an arm or two arms. Well, maybe an arm, but maybe not two arms, because I really like being fingered. So that's a thing that I've thought about. But then they might have a prosthetic arm, so might not really be a problem. So there's always a way around things, is what I'm trying to say. So I wouldn't let any disability at all put you off thinking that you can't have a healthy sexual relationship. Yeah? I hope that helps, but I'm sure you can get something to cover it. Oh, there you go. Get a stoma belt from Mr. Crowns. And then, or, I don't know, can you change the bag? Does the bag have to, I don't know. But do you know what? If I met somebody and they had a stoma and I love that person, and when you start speaking to somebody and you get to know the personality and you get to know the character and you get to know, I don't know, lots of things about them, you fall in love with that person and they become even more beautiful. I know that initially there's got to be an attraction. I'm not stupid, I get that. But you fall in love with the person and you fancy the person. So, do you know what I mean? It's like, if for one moment they've got an issue with the fact that you've got a stoma and it's part of you, then they don't love you, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Because whatever that person's got, it's part of you. So whether they've got a funny limp or a funny twitch, or they're autistic, or they've got ADHD, or they've got, I don't know, like they do a funny thing. It doesn't matter if you love that person, if you like that person, because it's part of them. So it doesn't matter. I get so many messages from people who say, oh, you know, I get really nervous when I go on dates and people think I've got a speech impediment because I stutter. Or I get really nervous when I go on dates because when I get really nervous I start to tic. And I have a friend who has a tic. And when he gets really nervous, it is actually really, really noticeable. When he gets excited, it's really, really noticeable. We don't mind it. We're his friend and we absolutely adore him. And any girl would be blessed to have him. And actually, he's married now with 2 children. But I'd hate to have thought that somebody would be so judgmental that they wouldn't have give him a chance, because he's just an amazing, amazing human. So I'm sure there's things about me that people might think, oh no, not for me. And that's fine. So, do you know what I mean? That's absolutely fine. But yeah, you'll find somebody. It's going to be okay. Don't even think about it. But you did put it very, very funny. So thank you for that. I enjoyed reading that. Dear Aunty Nelly, I've been with my boyfriend for a year now. It is a really loving, honest relationship. And I am very happy with my boyfriend. Our love life is brilliant, apart from one thing. I love the one thing. Early on in the relationship, because of my own hang-ups, I faked my orgasms. Now I find myself continuing to do so. So he doesn't think anything is wrong. He's very loving and considerate, and I do genuinely orgasm with him, just not every time. But for some stupid reason, I can't work out how to stop this without it seeming to him that something is amiss. I can't confess now, as he'll know I've been lying all this time. And that's why I always say, ladies and gentlemen, don't fake it. If you fake it, then they think they are fucking King Don, right? They think, I know how to make her fucking come. Job done. She'll never look at no fucker else. I am king of the fuck boys. She's digmatised. She's mine. When you're fucking laid there, making noises as if you're playing a game of fucking tennis, and then having to pretend you're going cleaning yourself up in bathroom, when you're going in bathroom and fucking fingering yourself to come and then getting back in bed. Why would you put yourself through that? Why would you put yourself through that? If you cannot have an orgasm with your partner, doesn't mean to say that your partner's doing it wrong. I think it's 85% of females, or is it 75% of females cannot actually orgasm through penetration. Can't do it. It's impossible. You just can't do it. They need clitoral stimulation. So, you faked a few orgasms, you probably faked more than a few, and now and again you do come. And is that because you're actually putting your hand down there and you're assisting yourself? Because if that's the case, continue to do so. Please stop faking the orgasms. You are actually having orgasms, so that's good, that's a tick. But when you're not actually having an orgasm, don't pretend you're having the orgasm. Do something different. Take control in the bedroom. Put your hand down there and make him do something that you know is going to make you come. Do a bit of masturbation. Do something that will make you come, but with your partner, so you're not faking it. I mean, to be faking orgasms, you're not being very authentic, are you? Therefore, it's like you're not really being honest. And there's no truth in the relationship. So I'd be a bit offended. But I know you've got yourself into this pickle. So I'd say, don't ever do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not fucking necessary. Don't do it. If they can't make you come, they can't make you come. And if they do make you come, that's great. And if they can't make you come, make yourself come while they're watching. Have a nice time. You know, sex is supposed to be nice and you're supposed to all have a nice time and have fun. And it don't matter whose fingers, whose tongues and whose bits are where. As long as everybody's all right and consensual. I can't tell you how fucking hot I am tonight. Jesus Christ on the bike. Whoo! I've got a river running between my breasticles. Right. Dear Aunty Nelly, my boyfriend used to be very affectionate with me and kiss me all the time. Over the past month, he stopped. We also used to have sex at least once a day. At least once a day. Fucking hell, chance to be a fine thing. Now it's slowed down to once or twice a week. And that's only if I initiate it. He used to always initiate it and now he doesn't. I finally asked him why he doesn't kiss me anymore and he said, I don't know, I'm just tired and don't have energy. Too tired to kiss. Plus, we're together all the time. I still want to kiss him when I'm tired. Yeah. And despite being together all the time, I know that he still loves me, but I've been concerned about this. I know he's not cheating because we're together all the time. How many times does she have to say we're together all the time? Is she like saying that to rub things in me because I'm on my own all the time? But I'm concerned about this. Does anyone know what this means or any advice? Thank you, please. So he used to give you kisses and kiss you quite passionately and now he's not. You used to have sex once a day and now you're doing it maybe once or twice a week, but you have to ask him. So things have changed, haven't they? And he's saying, I'm tired, I've got no energy. And you know what? Have you even thought, like, do you spend too much time together, number one, I'm thinking. If you're together all the time and you know he's not cheating because you're together all the time, like, if you had fish and chips for your tea every night, you might not like want it every night because you might think I'm not even hungry because it's just fish and chips and you have it every day. Do you ever give him like room? Do you ever have space from each other so that you can miss each other and look forward to seeing each other? Do you ever like do anything that's not together all the time? Because I'm getting real big red flag here. Why are you all together all the time? Why are you not like living your own life separately? I do apologise if stars are not working. My absolute apologies. I don't know. I've done something. I have no idea how to use my social media. I really don't. I need some assistance with my social media. My daughter is a graphic designer and she will do anything for me. I ask her and she's busy. Anyway, so I've done something. I've tried to go into Creative Studio today and do something and I think I might have switched something off. Anyway, I do apologise, but if you are sending them, then thank you. So, let's not concentrate on the kissing yet, or the sex, or I want to concentrate on why you're together all the time. Why is that? Why are you not going out with girls, or going shopping with your mum, or going for a walk? Fucking hell, I won't want to be in house with him all the time. You've got to have that bit of space, and it nice. What have you got to talk about if you're all together all the time? So, you need to look at the time you're spending together. Okay. So that when you're not together as much and you're looking forward to seeing, oh, come here, I've not seen you, give me a hug, give me a kiss. Yeah? Okay. Number 2, if he stopped kissing you passionately and it's something that you used to do and you really enjoyed it, I would be going in with a sledgehammer approach saying, do you not kiss me anymore? Have I got bad breath or something? You know, and I'm not saying for one moment you have got bad breath, but I would be definitely asking, why do you not want to kiss me anymore? Have I got bad breath? No, no, no. Right, well, you're tired and you've no energy. Why is that? I'm really worried about your mental health. He could be depressed. He could be on some kind of medication that's making him feel like he's tired and he's no energy. And if you are really tired and no energy and you've got a bit of anxiety, you're feeling depressed, you've got a lot of things going on in your head, maybe you're together all the time because neither of you are working and he's worried about financial things. Maybe he's not feeling like he wants to stick his tongue down your fucking throat, eh? Maybe he's not like right in the headspace. So I think sometimes us ladies, we do sort of like take a change in sexual behaviour as a rejection without actually taking ourselves out of that and not being as needy and not thinking about ourselves and wondering what's actually happening to our partner. You know, this partner that you're dying to kiss. I mean, you're having sex twice a week, so there is something going on, isn't there? So, do you know what I mean? But I would certainly question it in the fact of sledgehammer approach. Do you not kiss me anymore? Have I got bad breath? Or, oh, I've brushed my teeth now and I've mouthwashed and I've flossed. Come here while I snog you. See what he says then. Obviously, it has to be consensual, otherwise it's illegal. But, yeah, and I think being together all the time is probably not doing your relationship any good. I think sometimes not seeing each other for a couple of days and not being as put on a pedestal in someone's life as much can make you miss them. Maybe, like, try and miss each other a bit. I don't know. I'm single. I can't even get a fucking text back, so there you go. To who? What do I know about fucking relationships? Not a fucking Scooby-Doo. I can sort everybody else's problems out. Oh, yeah. Sort everything out. When it comes to my own, last Dear Aunty Nelly of the evening. Here we go. Dear Aunty Nelly, I keep planning on giving my boyfriend a blowjob soon. In capital letters. It'll be my first time, but not his. I am a bit excited, but I'm also nervous. I want to do this right and don't know how to. And I have no idea what I'm doing. I give him my first hand job. And while he did come, I feel like I could have done it better. Do you have any tips? Right, well, do you remember when I did that video on grapefruiting and I got banned? So I'm not going to be answering you in a demonstration way like I do on this morning. I'm not going to be doing demonstrations. You know, like them ladies in middle of Tesco. Do you want some cheese? Do you want to try this new wine? Come and look at this set of knives. I'm not going to be stood there in middle of Tesco's going, let me show you girls how to get best blowjob. There's nobody really knows how to give a blowjob. There's no fucking guidelines. There's no directions and every dick is different, right? So it's about just exploring his penis with your mouth. So it's about orally kissing it, blowing on it, slurping on it, spitting on it, putting your head up and down like that, side to side, round and fucking round. Use your tongue, reuse your hands, use your mouth, use ice cubes, just have a go and I'm sure it'll be right. If he does that thing where he gets your head and shoves it down on his cock and you're like sick of it, tell him not to do that, please. So yeah, and don't bite it, because some girls like, oh, I like to bite it. Yeah, maybe that can be a bit sensitive. So while you're doing it for first time, don't try and be too adventurous. Just spit on it a bit, get it a bit wet, wank it off a bit, shove it in your gob and just have a bit of a suck. And I'm sure he'll have a right nice time. And then the more you like suck cock, the more like you'll know what he likes, and he'll know how you do it, and it'll be nice. And he might even like, you might just, if you're lucky, like you'll just like lay there with your gob open while he's wanking into your mouth, and then you can give your jaw a break. You don't have to swallow his semen, but if you do, nothing bad will happen. It has got lots of calories in it. Take it from one who knows. But it's also very good for protein. So when I was doing my veganism, I was getting my protein. Yeah, so you don't have to swallow. Absolutely not. But you can if you want. It's fine if you do. Nothing bad will happen. You won't be sick. It won't get you pregnant. It won't stay in your system, and if you go through airport, all machines won't fucking go off unless you're carrying something you shouldn't be doing. Nobody will know. It's fine. It won't do any harm to you. If you don't want to swallow it, you don't have to. You can just be like that, like a blowfish, and run to the bathroom and fucking spit it out into the toilet after sex. That's attractive, isn't it? Running off to the toilet like that. Yeah, not very attractive. What about that walk you do to the bathroom after he's come in you? That's attractive, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, that's been tonight's night time with Nelly, and I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I think I'm going to have to go and stand outside in back garden. Fuck me, it's fucking hot. It's really hot tonight, but I am menopausal, so there you go, middle-aged menopausal lady. DM me. That's been tonight's night time in LA. Once again, any advice I've given on tonight's show was purely for entertainment purposes. Give me a like, give me a love, give me a share. Let me know where you've been watching me from. And if anybody comments on your comments with gift, prize, giveaway, winner, it's a scam. There's no such thing. And I will see you all very, very soon. Please keep writing into the page, because without the dear Aunty Nellies, there's no Aunty Nelly. Take care and good night.